In the vibrant kingdom of Osulo, nestled among lush green hills and sparkling rivers, two sisters lived in the royal palace. Princess Adama, the younger sister, was a beacon of kindness and beauty. Her laughter echoed through the palace corridors, and her gentle heart made her beloved by all. The people of Osulo admired her, flocking to her side during festivals and celebrations. However, Adama's older sister, Zara, felt overshadowed by her siblings' light. Some time back, Zara had been the star of the kingdom. She was known for her intelligence and ambition. Zara took the admiration and respect for granted and treated the villagers poorly. But Adama blossomed into a figure of grace and warmth. The people's adoration shifted, leaving Zara with a heavy heart filled with jealousy. She believed that their father, King Kwame, favored Adama, and she longed for the recognition that had once been hers. The village had an annual Grand Harvest Festival. This was a day of great delight, joy, and merrymaking. The villagers adorned themselves with beautiful flowers from the Dodoa forest. Every one of the citizens of Osulo had heard about a magical drum called the Dunno, but no one had seen it before. Over the centuries, the golden Dunno drum had become mythical. It was a magical tale that was passed down from generation to generation in folk tales. One day, during the Grand Harvest Festival, Adama ventured into the enchanted forest to gather rare flowers for the celebration. The forest was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. As she walked deeper into the woods, she discovered a clearing bathed in golden light, where an ancient baobab tree stood tall and proud. Underneath its massive roots lay the mythical Dono drum, the legendary instrument said to possess magical powers. The moment Adama touched the drum, a soft glow surrounded her, and the forest spirit emerged, shimmering like sunlight through leaves. "Brave princess," the spirit spoke, "do you know how the mystery of the Dono drum came to be known in Osulo?" The spirit asked Adama. As she attempted a response, the spirit proceeded, "Many hunters, many kings and queens, many old and young have all seen it in its place and have bolted in fear. But you have been brave to approach it. The Dono drum is yours to keep, for it will bring joy to your people when played with a kind heart. Use it wisely, and it will bless your kingdom with abundance." Adama, overwhelmed with gratitude, accepted the drum, vowing to honor its magic. She returned to the palace where she began to play the drum during significant occasions. With each beat, tables laden with vibrant feasts appeared, filling the air with the aromas of grilled meats, special recipes, sweet drinks, and aromatic fruits. The kingdom flourished, united in joy and celebration. But Zara's envy festered. All of this was unbearable for her, watching from the shadows as Adama shared her gifts with the people. In her heart, a plan began to form. If she could seize the Dono drum, perhaps she could reclaim the throne of attention and the power of fame that she craved. "How I would profit from selling all this food at exorbitant prices if I got that drum," Zara thought to herself. One moonlit night, when Adama was hosting a grand feast in the village, Zara stealthily entered her sister's chamber. She admired the shimmering patterns of gold and ebony on the drum's surface, feeling the weight of her ambition. Whispering a spell of her own design, Zara believed she could use the drum for herself, invoking feasts that would draw the people's attention away from Adama. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Zara took the drum to her home on the outskirts of the forest, heart racing with excitement. "Tonight, I will show them who truly deserves their love," she thought, raising the drumstick high and striking the drum with all her might. To her astonishment, tables appeared, but they were not filled with the vibrant feasts Adama summoned. Instead, they bore only bitter fruits and foul-smelling liquids. The joyous music that once filled the air now turned into an ominous hum, sending shivers down Zara's spine. The forest spirit's warning echoed in her mind, but her desire for power drowned out any sense of caution. Zara persisted, determined to use the drum for her own gain. Night after night, she summoned her ill-fated feasts, inviting friends who celebrated her, but soon grew disenchanted by the empty tables and the sour atmosphere. The more Zara tried to impress them, the darker the magic became, casting a shadow over her home. Zara's selfish acts, her wild parties, and her determination to remain resolute on this lost course, triggered by jealousy for her sister, was happening while their father, King Kwame, and his most prominent elders were away on a long journey to a distant kingdom. As the days passed, whispers of Zara's indulgence and careless parties spread through the kingdom. The once vibrant palace grounds began to feel heavy with tension. A cold wind blew through the village, extinguishing the joyful fires that once burned bright. One fateful evening, Zara lifted the drumstick once more, determined to prove her worth once again. But when she struck the drum, silence followed. The tables appeared, but they were covered in bones picked clean, the meat gone. The jugs, which had once overflowed with sweet palm wine, now held a bitter liquid that smelled foul. The air, once filled with music and laughter, was now heavy with a dissonant hum. Panic surged through Zara as she struck the drum again, but it was futile. A cold wind began to blow through the room, extinguishing the small fire that had warmed it. From the shadows, a figure emerged, tall and looming, its eyes glowing like embers. It was the forest spirit, and its voice resonated like thunder. "Zara," it intoned, "you have misused the gift of the Dono drum. Your greed has brought this upon you." Zara, filled with terror, stammered, I just wanted to be loved. I wanted to show everyone my power." The spirit's voice boomed. "You were warned, but you ignored the message. Now, the magic will no longer serve you." With a final gust of wind, the spirit vanished and the Dono drum shattered into pieces. Zara was left standing amidst the ruins of her home, the once vibrant space now reduced to dust and debris. The curse had begun. She fled the wreckage, but no matter where she went, the land seemed to stretch endlessly before her, offering no solace. When King Kwame returned from his journey, he found the palace in turmoil, the drum missing, and his daughters estranged. The people spoke of Zara's greed and the feasts she had summoned. Kwame's heart ached, not for the drum, but for the loss of trust and the sorrow it brought upon his family. He called the people together and spoke to them from the palace steps, his voice steady but somber. "My people, we have lost something precious, but it is not the drum that I mourn. It is the greed that took root in our hearts. Let this be a lesson to all of us. True wealth is not found in possessions, but in the kindness we show to one another. Let us rebuild our kingdom, not through magic, but through unity, generosity, and love." And so the people of Osulo heeded their king's words. They learned to appreciate the simple joys in life, to share their blessings, and to live in harmony. The kingdom flourished, not because of the magic drum, but because of the bonds of community and compassion that bound its people together. As for Zara, some say she still wanders the forests surrounding Osulo, a cautionary tale of the dangers of greed and selfishness. Her fate remains a mystery, a shadowy figure lost to time, but her story endures, reminding all who hear it that the greatest gifts are meant to be shared.